Hey Virgo, here is your quantum story. So, yin energy, feminine energy, we have the damsel. Okay, so we're really in our feminine energy. Strongly, light attributes. Understanding the nature of healthy romance. Oh, I love this. Inspires you to rely on yourself. And usually I don't like this card, but it feels so good right now. Shadow attributes. Waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. That's why I don't like this card. Great. So our feminine is feeling romantic, feeling lovey-dovey, feeling like we want some love. All right. But as this says in the light side, we want some romance, but the second sentence inspires you to rely on yourself. So the light, of course, the shadow side is I'm waiting for my knight in shining armor. I'm waiting for someone to save me because I want love, and love needs to come from the outside. This is understanding that you're feeling lovey-dovey and you're enjoying yourself. You're relying on yourself to enjoy this lovey-dovey if there's no one for you to give it out for. You know, if your cup is full, you're enjoying it. If someone's in your environment, your experience, in your life, if you have a romantic partner, whoever, this could be a friend, this could be a family, then as your cup spills over, you can give it. That's the light side of this. Now, yang, your masculine energies. Child wounded. Now, this is the same family, in a way. So here we go. I say that because of. So this is basically saying, what I'm saying is this is the growth or the core of this card, of this energy. So they're both related. So the wounded child is the damsel in distress. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what it feels. Light attributes. Awakens compassion and desire to serve others. To serve other wounded children. Opens to learning path of forgiveness. Now, in my own experience, the path of forgiveness has been the hardest path I've been on. So let's see what happens in this story. Shadow attributes. Blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds. Resists moving on through forgiveness. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've had a lot of bad romantic situations in our life. Maybe not even a lot, or it didn't have to be romantic. It could be like your parents could have broken your heart when you were a child. And then, especially your father, if you're a female, I don't know. Your parents could have broken your heart when you were a child, and now you've attracted into your experience relationships that have broken your heart. And so are your perception. You've perceived most of your romantic relationships to also break your hearts because that comes from a core wound of having a broken heart. And so what we're learning here is to forgive. Forgive ourselves is the ultimate. I find through my experience, through forgiveness, that first you start trying to forgive other people, because that's your perception of being a victim, is I need to forgive others for what they've done. And once you go through, you continue on the path of forgiveness and you go through that journey, the journey of forgiveness, you realize more and more you're forgiving yourself, and you start forgiving yourself for different things. And then once you get to the end of the journey, at least in my experience, it's been how pointless trying to forgive is a thing to do. It's important on the path to forgiveness to do all of these things. You can't really miss a step. You have to try to forgive others, try to forgive yourself, learn about forgiveness, try to feel into forgiveness. And then in my experience, when you get to the end of the path, you just realize how pointless it was to try to forgive everyone, because no one's ever done anything wrong, especially not you. Anyway, wow, that was my own rant on forgiveness. It took me a long time to get there. So I hope it helps anybody. So anyway, we've had a lot of wrongs done, and we've probably done a lot of wrongs to other people, and now we're on this path of forgiveness. On both are I think both are masculine and feminine in this story are on the same page, but really the forgiveness is being offered through a lens view of our romantic relationships. Maybe this is your first step, is to look at romantic relationships, and maybe your next step after this could be to look at your parental relationships, because usually that's where it comes from. That's where I've gotten to on my journey, and then realizing oh no, wait, there's no need to forgive. As soon as we did the wrong, we forgive it immediately. Like trying to forgive, or trying to nail this idea of forgiveness is just at the very end of the journey. It's like, oh, I've been trying to do all this whole time, but no one's ever done anything wrong. Moving on, and then it's when you heal. Anyway, it was a big one for me. That's why I'm very passionate about this. What happened? We became very critical and judgmental people. That's what happened. My guess is you had very critical, judgmental parents. And the worst part is, I guarantee you that your parents, just because this card came out, so I guarantee you, because this is your story. If this doesn't resonate, this is not your story. Don't even stop the video right now. Virgo, your parents were these type of people that were judgmental and critical and like backstabby, but they thought they were all good. Like, this is the shadow side of Christian religion. It's like, oh, but I mean well, I'm well-meaning, this is just my opinion, I'm allowed to my opinion, that kind of thing. But really saying those things either before or after they say some kind of judgmental, critical, covert, narcissist thing, they really meant it was a stab. It was a judgmental, critical comment on whatever it was. And you picked up on that. You picked up on that. I mean, I can see how this is a tough to forgive, a tough journey to go on. But here's where you are right now, though, or you're about to get to, once you realize this. These people are good people, but we're nice people, but we're good people. We just have our own opinions, or like other people can do whatever they want, but this is my opinion of it. It's a way for them to not feel so guilty when they're actually being negatively judgmental and critical. This is where you are, where you're going to get to when you realize all this. The empty room. This very much in this spread feels very much like you have this realization, or you need to, you need to get through this forgiveness. And you have no idea how to get there. You have no idea what to do, how to think, how to go about it. But you want to, and you're seeking. But everywhere you look, you're like, but how do I, I've been there. I was there on my forgiveness journey. Like, I would love to. I would love nothing more but to forgive everything that just happened. And I would look around and be like, how do I, what? Okay, I forgive. Did it work? What am I looking for? What am I waiting for? I think that you're gonna get to this point. Oh, plateau just came to mind. You're gonna come to this plateau. I'm sorry, this card fell out. Oh shoot, this card fell out. You're gonna get to this empty room, and here's what you're gonna be looking for in this empty room. It's within you. Instead of looking for forgiveness outside and inside and whatever it is, the path, the journey for you to achieve forgiveness, what you're gonna find on your destination, like I said, is that forgiveness was pointless. This whole time, you're the gem. You are amazing. You did nothing wrong. There's nothing, all of the perceptions of backstabbing and hurt and criticism and whatever anyone's ever done to you, relationship, whatever kind of friendship, relationship, parental, family, relatives, job-wise, you're gonna realize everything has always been beautiful. I have been beautiful. Everything is just fine. This just coincides with how I went into that journey. So of course I'm reading the story, how I was gifted the experience, because that's what we're here to do. All right, so this very much feels like a period of, going around and around circles, like, how do I do this? What do I do? How do I achieve it? That kind of thing. But it's also saying that something's about to happen that's going to propel you really, really fast forward. And I remember this. I remember hitting this point where I was searching, wanting forgiveness. And all of a sudden I would get these like little clarity moments, little downloads and little activations that would feel like a quantum leap. It was like, oh wow, and all of a sudden, wow, I get that now. And it wouldn't get you to the destination. You wouldn't be done, you know, going on being on this forgiveness path and journey. But it would give you enough clarity for you to unstuck yourself from the same loop. It would just propel you forward real fast, and you would, instead of going through this spiral, you move into the next spiral, and then you get into that. You get out of that loop. There we go. And what does that out of that loop get you? Then you go into the journey. Then you understand, oh, it was never about achieving the destination of forgiveness. It was about looking back on the journey and learning from it and taking that and going forward, understanding that the point of all of this from now on is not to start to reach a destination. It's to enjoy the journey. It's to learn from the journey. It's to be present in the journey. And while I'm there, while I'm going on this journey, on this path, on this road, be more discerning. Now that you know what it all looks like because you've looked back, seeking for forgiveness for all these things, you've had time to rework and rewire and rethink about all these things. And that's made you realize, oh, those were the red flags. That's what I missed. And from now on, in this brand new journey, the next chapter of your life, what you're going to do is you're going to be so much better at discerning which seeds you want to plant, which people you want to go after, which experiences to choose. Well, you're going to be a lot more of a deliberate creator, deliberate choice maker. That's what I meant. About, you know what, I don't want to put any more time and effort into that. And this could be a thought pattern. Just like, you know what, I used to think like that, or that used to keep me in that loop. Done. That's not the plant I want. That's not the seed I want to plant. That's not the thought I want to keep watering. And that this could be, and they could be everything. It could be, you know what, this isn't the kind of person I want to put time into. This isn't the kind of relationship I want to put down. This isn't the kind of thought pattern I want to put time into. This isn't the type of emotion I want to stay in for longer than I need to. So, wow, path of forgiveness, Virgo. Very, very nice. I wish you all the best. Good luck. This is wonderful. This is a hell of a journey. It was tough on the way during the journey, but at the end, it really is beautiful. It's every cliche. Anyway, good luck. I'll see you next time.